Hello everyone, I'm Starlang. Welcome to my channel. Today's topic is about the person in your heart. Have they let go? Can we still reconcile? The same as today is Malbuda's preparation for 3 factions that in front of me from left to right are. This is a number 1 disc set. Line up and our number 3 line up. Alright, everyone please relax. Calm down and think about the person you want to talk to and the topic of today. Then choose a very emotional topic from the current deck. This will take longer. You can pause the video to make your choice slowly and then start after you make the selection. Alright, if you want, we'll start with seat chart number 1. First, let's take a look at the face of the number 1 card.
Because it is a power similar to the political compass.
It's been hard. Secondly, you offer the Empress card. You offer the Scepter. Inner fate, guarantee, lacquer. Middle fate, damage, judgment, letter. We think the fresh wine is good. That is my number 1 deck. And the hope is that in fact, if we choose this deck, neither of us has a real plan. Both of them still care about each other. And they often reminisce about the times they spent together. Are you hesitant about whether to continue or let go of this relationship at this stage? And it seems many of you may also be not long after breaking up or just ending. Does the object in your heart want to reconcile with you? In fact, this object still wants to take on the responsibility dedicated to you. But for now, he's still not that confident because his career is going pretty well. So he will feel that he is still lacking at this stage, although perhaps both people have a clear idea of each other's thoughts and have a common vision of wanting to start a family, wanting to get married and planning their marriage together. In the future, I think 2 people may have some disagreements because of some minor details, habits, or differences in values, which led to the fact that both sides have stopped moving forward, so he actually feels a bit sorry for you, and I think there are certain issues between you two. He didn't really speak up, or maybe he didn't want to communicate at the time. From his perspective, he sometimes feels that things have come to this point and he doesn't know how to speak. It always seems like you won't trust him, you won't believe him, and you feel like you are giving him another chance time and again. You're maintaining this relationship, but the other party is always avoiding, making you disappointed in him time and time again. So often it's also because of the other party
to admit it towards you.
Loved you guys from the beginning to get your forgiveness, or to say, go back to one of the reasons in our previous relationship. At this stage, this object will often hurt you. But for him, I think he wants to take care of himself more now. Firstly, elevate your overall state. Therefore, at present, he is more inclined to pursue what he wants for now. So what about your feelings? In fact, it's sad, but he also doesn't quite know what to do. It's just like that. There's no way between people to go back to the past. He is in a low state now, but he does not know what to do. So whether he wants to reconcile with you, I would say, is just a thought that occupies him. He does care and love you, but he doesn't have enough of agenda. There's not enough confidence to start over with you now. So what prevents you from getting back together at this stage is actually because the other party can adjust their current state. So if you choose this set of cards and want him to come back, and if you want him to take the initiative to care about you just like the twin you learned, I would say you still need to wait a little longer. Time's up. Many friends may think about what they should do at the moment and help him out. But I think it's not a good time now because he's a lone man and he's somewhat reluctant at the moment. He doesn't want to show his not so great condition. In front of you, he is the type who will take on many things by himself. So I think for this particular object, you still need to measure eternal time. Because if he hasn't adjusted to this state on his own and really understood, actually, if he still uses the same state as before to come back to you, you two being together won't be happy. Because there are still a lot of emotions and thoughts mixed in between 2 people. So it's better for 2 people able to get along this way. Rather than doing so, let's give each other some time to face our current feelings and needs more sincerely. If anyone wants to know more about this topic, or you have other problems in your emotional life, want to know what to do next, then you can come and chat with Starlight. Don't worry, we will give Tony a more specific and further step. Next, let's take a look at the second deck. Alright, let's first take a look at the board of the second deck. The upright sword 1, the inner cup 10, the captain of the inner guard 3, the captain of the inner guard 4, the holy grail of the inner guard 4, the captain of the inner guard 3, the priestess card of the middle guard, and our inner guards all. Okay, this is our second dish. From the cards, you might feel that he seems to have been hiding something from you for this kind of relationship. That is, he has a selective and keeping it to tell you, and when your relationship ended at that time, you ended it unstable. The lack of transparency and fairness makes you unwilling to accept what's going on because you feel that you're in a central relationship, and this person did promise you to at the time that future, and indeed both people have spent some time together. But why now? It seems like this person doesn't want to tell you anything. It will make you doubt whether the relationship and his feelings for you are real, or if he has been deceiving you from the start. Because indeed, you have changed a lot in this kind of relationship, even if there were many people reminding you and persuading you that this target is not you. So worth it, but you will keep changing for him, even if he does some things you don't like, but you will always find excuses for him. That is, you will always push the other party towards a very good one. You may still feel at times, even now, that you are thinking in a direction.
You may feel that you've done so much and wonder and wonder when the other party will come to you or if they will come to reconcile. Your expectations for this person are still quite high. But let's discuss this with everyone. It's not that he's really sincere. From the beginning, he knew very well that this kind of relationship is not so important to him. He knows that this kind of relationship will not last long because he didn't really plan it. He did not go to the future of our central lawsuit. He didn't regard you as a very important object in his life. So many things he said to you at the time were just saying, has he really put it in his heart? Actually not. That's why he's always been hiding something from you. It's like you don't quite understand him and you don't seem to know what he's been up because he really hasn't thought about it. Let me tell you, so in terms of this kind of relationship, I think everyone should stand up and define their own life. I hope everyone can clearly know what you need at the moment. Don't be easily swayed by this object's emotions. Does he want to reconcile with you? It's quite obvious that he doesn't want to because he has already let go of the status with you. Why did you separate for so long at that time? It's also because he himself has enough understanding when looking at your relationship. He can easily break away from your relationship. So this is why your separation actually didn't have any mutual dragging on and off. Actually, it didn't seem like the other party just left because his mind wasn't on the individual when he has a better goal, a better choice, when he wants to pursue other objects. In fact, he will easily choose to let go. So this person, he is actually not mature in love. His current mindset is just to play around. So I hope everyone can see one type. On this point, we also hope that everyone won't overdo it. You take all the problems onto yourself, always wondering if you're not doing well enough or if there's something wrong with you, but that's not the case. I hope everyone can cheer up and embrace your new life. Because your future has more possibilities, you will encounter true happiness that belongs to you. Here, we hope everyone who wants to know more about this topic or has other emotional problems and wants to know what to do next can chat with us online. We will provide you with more comprehensive and targeted advice. This is the message that the second group of cards wants to convey. We hope that the message just now has been of some help. Now let's look at the third group of cards. Okay, let's first take a look at the face of the third card. the wheel of fate for you all. Think of your intentions. I want a disc, the world card of the upright magician card, the Pope card in the middle, and our Cindy 7 in the middle. Okay, then our third deck. From the card phase, we hope that the absolute cycle is to choose this deck of friends. Both of you care about each other, but why did you finally break up? Because I said, actually, in the relationship between two people, you tend to value the outcome and keep pressuring the other party. Although you've invested a lot in this relationship, there's a gap between you two. So when you're anxious, or say when you want to keep getting some answers and stuff from the other person, their pressure is actually quite high because they are already in the relationship. It belongs to the more complex, more gentle kind. He actually values two directions. At first, he would think that the future planning is very meticulous, or there is a fixed plan to follow step by step, because he knows that the development of any person or anything is very changeable. So he is actually more hold the current situation. This could lead to conflicts between the two of you when you interact. And conflict at this stage, many of you actually find it hard to let go of this. The object of your devotion, despite many people around you opposing your relationship, you remain rather persistent. They feel that he might be immature and unwilling to take responsibility. You worry that if you keep clinging to this relationship, you'll get hurt even more. But you still can't forget him and hope that your love can start over. Try again. Looking at the rankings, I actually think the relationship between two people is still relatively passive at the moment, although he also misses. But he's still considering the possibility of two people getting back together. Will you repeat the same mistakes? Will the previous problems recur over and over again? But this person still has a higher chance of returning and reconciling with you. Feel continuous because he hasn't let go either. But in my opinion, both of you are rather dominant, which is also one of his major concerns. He worries whether you are trying to control him, so he is still hesitant and doubtful. He's more passive, more likely to handle it coldly, and I think he doesn't really express himself. It's possible that he needs someone to give him a push, to tell him something definite, and then he will act. So I think we still need to give him some time to wait for a good opportunity. Come to find you, of course, you can also choose to take the initiative to contact the other party if the two people get back together after all. I hope everyone can to manage this relationship better, because this love is still quite fragile, quite unstable, and the process of managing feelings itself is also very hard. It is necessary for both parties to work together. Also hope everyone, after getting back together, don't give up when you encounter problems. Don't choose to break up. Hope everyone can grasp this opportunity well. Give me a handshake. The fate between the two of you is still there. I believe everyone can feel it, even though you often quarrel when you are together. But once you are alone, or now that you don't contact much, you actually miss each other very much. So I hope everyone can cherish this relationship. Here I also wish the friends who like this video, if you want to know more about this topic, or if you have other problems in your emotional life and want to know what to do next, you can leave a comment there. Chat on the new net. Let the power of the new net be more comprehensive and more targeted at the new management. So that's all for today's topic. Also hope today's content can be helpful. Thank you for your support. See you in the next video. Bye.